Hello viewers and friends of public relations. This is Nurul Islam Laskar, Honorary Director, Seven Sense Communication, one of the leading public relation agencies of Northeast India. In this lockdown and post-pandemic public relation series, we have been coming before you at regular intervals and apprising you about what would public relations be in the new change situation across the world and all over the country. In the past few episodes, we have discussed about the change role of public relations in the new situation. We have also talked about newspapers, their role, change role in the coming days, and lastly we have discussed about the role of the spokesperson in the sphere of public relation. Today we are going to take a re-look at the definition and scope of public relations. Well, as far as the definition of public relation is concerned, it's not going to change much because it's an eternal definition. In a sum up, we can say that public relation is an exercise in image building, and whatever it takes to build an image is part of public relations. Not only building the image and sustaining it, managing the image in the face of all ordeals and all crises. That's the definition of public relation. As far as the scope of public relation is concerned, the scope is almost unlimited. We need it at international level, we need it at the national level, we need it at the corporate level, and even at the level of individuals, its need cannot be overlooked. So, post-coronavirus pandemic, the definition has not changed, but it has certainly undergone a few shocks which were never expected before, because this pandemic is also a situation which is unexpected, and we haven't had something like this for the last whole century, and I pray and hope that we don't have a situation like this again anywhere in the future. So the definition on which we emphasize is the image, building of an image. So the challenge before the public relation practitioners today is more stringent and strict, because all the normal situation which were available, factors, ingredients which are available to the public relation practitioner in normal times are not available anymore. It's a very, very difficult situation today. In most of the countries, the PR practitioners are confined to their houses, and they have to overwhelmingly depend on the digital media, on the social media, to get across to the publics to in the process of building the image. So this is one big challenge before the PR practitioners. And as far as the scope is concerned, public relation, the scope of public relation is vast. It has been very vast. All the government departments, all the corporates, the multinational corporations, the education institutions, the shopping malls, the five-star hotels, all have been within the purview of public relations. Anybody who is in business, anybody who is selling products, anybody who is selling services, all need public relation, all need a good image. But the circumstances, the situation has changed. So the activities, the practice has undergone a number of shocks, and those organizations, those corporates, those countries who are able to absorb these shocks and come out with greater strength to meet the situation, certainly will be successful in strengthening and boosting their image than those who fail to rise to the occasions. Let us take, for example, the airline industries. As far as the airline industries are concerned, they have taken a big beating. All the big aircrafts are parked in the hangars or in the open airports, and there are no flights, and there is no likelihood of any flight taking off in the near future. Even if flight is operating these days, it is only cargo flights. Imported medicines and food grains are being ferried from one corner of the world to another. So what is the scope for public relation in an organization like the airline industry? Well, hope is eternal in the human mind, and the airline industries, no doubt, are expecting that the busy days will be back again. So in the meantime, how to keep the image of the airlines afloat? So this is the challenge before the public relation department, the public relation officials of the airlines. Now probably is a time not to advertise about how efficient the flights are, what good service is provided by the crew. No, this is not the need of the hour. The need of the hour is how the particular airlines has come to the public to help them in their times of need, how it has answered the queries of its customers. For example, it could be about the refunds of the tickets they had purchased, of the flights that never took off. So the assurance has to be given to the public, to the customers, that their money is safe, and it will be either converted into cash very soon again when the operations normalize, or at least they will be given coupons to convert the lost flight into a future flight. We may take another example, the educational institutions, the education sector. Now, in our country, in India, there is a controversy whether for this 1 month or 2 months of lockdown, whether the users, the students and the parents will have to pay their fees, normal fees, for this period during which they didn't attend classes. So this is a very touchy and difficult question. Now most of the education institutions have switched over to online classes, online teaching, and many of the schools have teachers who depend only on the salary they get from the school. So now the question is, if the school does not get its fees from the students, how is it going to pay the teachers? And not only the teachers, there are so many other people on the payrolls of the schools and colleges and the universities. They could be the drivers of the school buses, college buses, they could be the cleaners, they could be the sweepers, they could be all the officials in the administration who run the day-to-day work of the school and the college. They have to be paid. So there has to be a very good understanding between the parents who pay the fees for the students and the school and the college authorities. So who has to act as a bridge between these two segments, these two sectors, the public, the users, and the education institution? Once again, it is the public relation practitioner, the PRO, who has to build this bridge of communication so that there is a constant flow of communication and both sides understand the problems. The education institution should be able to understand the problems of the parents and the students, and contrarily the students and the education institutions also have to be kept in constant knowledge of what's happening, what should be the expectations, what are the problems and difficulties, how soon or how well they are going to be resolved. So these two examples will give you an idea about the change situation and about the need of the PR sector to rise to the occasion. Lastly, all things apart, this is a time when a lot of problems are being faced by the people. So the public relation wing of a department or a corporation or a corporate will be judged in the long run on the fact that how they came to the rescue of the people affected, how well they maintain the communication link between the stakeholders, and how well they prepared their organization to meet the challenges of the coming days. So with this, we come to the end of this fourth episode, which is managed and administered by the Seven Sense Communication, and we're hopeful that we will come to you soon again, bringing you a discussion on another topic of importance in the sphere of public relations. Till then, see you again. Bye.